Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick it away to get this game going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Buckeyes offense will have the football first here. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field, but this guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game.
Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets started on the next drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
He brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Texas Longhorns offense gets their first crack now. And here comes the other star wide receiver on the field. This is really an elite group in college football this season, and both these guys belong in that group.
Yeah, these guys have been chirping back and forth at each other in social media throughout the week. I want to see who has the better day, because chances are that's the team that's going to win today.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Makes a nice move there. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to run for the first down. Buckeyes keep the football on the move. It's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Deep powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking downfield. It's Matthews. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score. Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Looking to throw it on first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to throw again. Makes a quick grab.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And this one is right through.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. He pulls in the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to extend the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. On first down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Play action here on first down. Pass rush closing in. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That's a safety for the defense.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He slings this one deep down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. And what I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the single back takes the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big game. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16, looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. A handoff from the shotgun. Look at him run through those tacklers. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Offense operating from the pistol. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Oh, there's this. Continues to fight for yards. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. On the toss play, runner moving left. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the single back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Contact as he threw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They move into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular. Use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Play action fake, looking to throw. They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. He's going to hand this off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. 2nd down and goal. Going for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this one is getting ugly. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pressure is coming. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tough running there. Touchdown, Longhorns. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and when set, they're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call.
Hold it. Offense.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Here's the second down play. Handoff heading left. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position. The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.